Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking on some pretty audacious source material.
Hmm.
It's an audio clip, and it claims to present actual evidence from the future.
Yeah, it immediately makes you wonder, how do you even start with something like that?
Exactly. So our mission today is to carefully unpack these, well, bold claims. We'll look at the proof the source offers, and then we'll dive into a series of really unexplained future videos, stuff the creator explicitly wants help figuring out.
And just to be clear, our goal here is simple.
Mm-hmm.
Stick entirely to what the source tells us. We're not trying to say if it's real or, fake. The idea is to really get a handle on what they're claiming. What's the story they're building?
Yeah.
So this deep dive, it's really an exercise in understanding an intriguing, maybe even unsettling perspective on what might be coming. And it's based only on the material we were given.
Right. In the core of this whole audacious claim, it rests on something they call a chronosphere, which is, a fascinating concept. Sounds like something straight out of sci-fi mixed with some theoretical physics. They claim it lets them view and even record video from the future.
A pretty huge claim to start with.
Definitely. So we've got this idea of the chronosphere, but how do they actually try to, convince anyone it's real? They start, interestingly, with their past track record, don't
They
they?
do, yeah. They spend quite a bit of time trying to build up that credibility, referencing things they say they predicted.
The speaker sounds really confident, claiming they predicted several major events. They tell this story about September 2017. They said a hurricane would hit New Orleans and Gulfport.
Right?
And they admit people were laughing because Hurricane Irma actually hit Tampa first. So everyone thought the prediction was dead wrong.
Okay.
But then, the source says, very triumphantly, look who is laughing now when Hurricane made bearing down on New Orleans and Gulfport.
The I told you so moment.
Exactly. Their confidence is just absolute. They state, every single prediction we made on YouTube came true. And beyond the hurricane, they list others. Brexit, Trump's victory, something called Mac victory.
Max victory, yeah.
Texas going underwater, and a Mexico earthquake. They claim they got all of those right, too.
So what we're seeing here is a key rhetorical strategy, isn't it? They're laying down this foundation of past accuracy, trying to make it undeniable so you'll believe the next part, the future footage. And what's really effective, or what they hope is effective, isn't just listing predictions. It's how this whole approach kind of leans on our selective memory, confirmation bias. It sets up this emotional appeal first, almost daring you to disbelieve them before they present the really wild stuff.
Right. That absolute certainty they project. It really sets a specific tone, like you said.
Exactly. Relishing being proven right after doubt. It primes the listener.
So, okay, after trying to build that track record, they shift gears. They move to what they really want us to focus on, what they claim is actual footage from the future.
This is where the proof gets visual, supposedly.
Yeah, and the descriptions get even more vivid. They sort of walk us through these scenes. First up, Chicago, the year 2040. And the description is just, cannot recognize it in 2017. Very brief.
Intriguing lack of detail there, almost.
Then San Francisco in 2020. They say the Salesforce Tower is complete. And they make a point of saying that back when they recorded this in 2017, there were still 2 cranes building it.
Okay, so a specific detail tied to a time frame.
Right, and then it gets more dramatic. San Francisco Bay is apparently full of giant container ship, and one ship has collided with the other giant ship and burning.
Wow, okay. A disaster scene.
Yeah, and the source explicitly points out these events has yet to happen, as of their recording anyway. Moving on, we get Minneapolis in 2030. The detail there is that most of the energy produced by city landscapes, sort of a green future vibe.
Interesting. A different feel to that one.
And finally, Houston, 2040. This one's maybe the most surprising. Star Trek Enterprises built in reality.
Wait, like
Yes.
Star Trek ships, for real?
That's what they say. Enterprises, plural even.
Yeah.
Built in reality.
Okay, so if we connect these dots, what's the bigger picture here? The source is definitely building this narrative piece by piece of having undeniable future insight.
Yeah.
But the choice of details is fascinating. You've got the Star Trek reference, kind of technological wish fulfillment, maybe. Yeah. Then the burning container ship, which taps into very real-world anxieties about, supply chains or disasters.
Right.
It doesn't feel like just a random grab bag of future stuff. It seems more like a curated vision, maybe designed to resonate with particular hopes and fears.
That makes sense.
So it really makes you ask, what kind of future are they painting with these specific scenes? What's it suggesting about technology or the environment, or even how much pop culture shapes how we imagine what's next?
It's definitely a mix. You said it, marvels and dread kind of side by side.
Precise.
And now, okay, this brings us to the real core of why they put this audio out there. Their appeal, their challenge to
Yeah.
us, to you, listening.
Ah, the mystery videos.
Exactly. They shift again and basically say, okay, we showed you some stuff, but there are 10 other strange videos from the future that we recorded with our Chronosphere, and we need help explaining them.
So they're admitting they don't understand everything they're seeing.
Apparently so. They're kind of throwing down the gauntlet, drawing us and the listener deeper into this whole enigma.
Okay, let's hear them. What are these 10 mysteries?
All right, let's go through them. They give some pretty specific, sometimes bizarre details. Number one, it's from the nearest future, showing Oakland and San Francisco. But they just say, we cannot tell what in the world is going on there. Total mystery.
Vague.
Number two, this one's dated 2020. Quote, it seems like strange-dressed black prophet arrived from spaceship.
A black prophet from spaceship in 2020. Okay.
Number three, an underwater monument. This one's got details. It features skulls, a bronze eagle girl on top, and a sign that reads, all new coming, made in the USA.
Underwater.
Hmm?
Skulls. Eagle girl. Made in the USA. That's quite a combination.
Isn't it? Number four, something huge spiraling out of North sky in a very strange way. They add a note here. They apparently predicted the International Space Station would fall, but they say, this is something very different.
So not the ISS, something else. Huge and spiraling. All right.
Number five, this one they call a human programming device, described as a very strange, huge, alien-looking machine.
Human programming device. That sounds ominous.
Extremely unsettling term, yeah. Number six, it seems like a giant hand rising over the sun, and it's accompanied by some kind of unidentifiable atmospheric
A
phenomena.
giant hand over the sun, like literally.
That's the description. Quite an image.
Definitely.
Number seven, another monument. This time it's over green water. It has a circle filled with diamonds hundreds of feet tall. And this one reads, mind over matter.
Diamonds, green water, mind over matter. Another cryptic one.
Number eight, they don't describe a visual here, just sound. All we heard someone saying, this Trinity event occurring over Pacific Ocean.
A Trinity event. Any idea what that could mean?
No clue given, just the phrase. Number nine, very simple description, an unknown giant beacon.
Giant beacon. Okay.
And finally, number 10, entire city in panic over strangest sky phenomena ever.
Panic in a city? Another strange sky event. That echoes number 4 and 6 a bit.
It does. So those are the 10 unexplained videos.
Right. So if we try to synthesize these descriptions, what emerges? There are definitely some recurring elements, even though the images themselves are really distinct.
Like what?
Well, you've got this blend again. Futuristic or strange architecture, like the monuments or the beacon. Potential technological leaps, maybe implied by the spaceship or the programming device, but also environmental things underwater, green water, strange skies, and then these almost mystical or prophetic elements. The prophet, the giant hand, the Trinity event.
Yeah, that's a weird mix.
It is. It's this mosaic. Future tech, environmental worries, strange phenomena, almost ominous prophecies. It paints this picture of a future that's, I don't know, both super advanced and maybe deeply unstable. It kind of echoes that classic dichotomy you sometimes see in these kinds of, well, unproven prophecies, part utopia, part apocalypse.
So how do these specific snippets, the alien prophet, the spiraling thing, the underwater monument with the weird slogan, the giant hand, how do they fit into the overall picture the Chronosphere is supposedly showing?
That's the question they leave us with, isn't it? They're presenting these fragments, these seemingly disconnected, bizarre images, and asking us to make sense of the larger pattern.
And just to hammer it home, the source finishes by saying very directly, we hope you can explain these 10 strangest videos from the future.
The challenge is issued.
What a ride. Going through those claims, those visions of the future, it's a lot. The sheer level of detail they provide, sometimes specific buildings, dates, phrases on monuments, these bizarre phenomena, it really does make you pause and just consider what you've heard.
It definitely does. And it brings up a broader thought, I think. In a world where we're just flooded with information, right? Often from unexpected places, sometimes from really audacious sources like this one. How do we figure out what's real versus unreal?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is. And maybe just as interesting as asking, what does our own curiosity about these kinds of profound, unproven claims, this desire to peep behind the curtain of the future, what does that reveal about us, about our hopes, our anxieties, our need to understand what might be coming next?
Something to definitely mull over.